Hey, gang.
Hi, gang.
Welcome back to No Bards Allowed, a Dungeons & Dragons TTRPG podcast hosted by a bunch of amateur entertainers, but professional friends.
That's us.
Professional friends. I'm your host, Dungeon Master, whatever you want to call it, B. Felons. And I am joined, as always, by my lovely friends and players.
Oh, hey, my name's Dart. I'm playing Arthur Page Llewellyn.
My name's Shay. I'm playing Oz.
What's up? Fuck.
No, take two.
Hey, it's Fuse, and I'm playing Bilbin Billings.
And I'm Will, and I'm playing Saren.
Yeah, and we're back. We are excited to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons today. How's everyone feeling this fine afternoon?
So back. I feel so back.
I have less spell slots than I would like.
Yeah.
I have.
I should have been a sorcerer then.
Oh, I'm ready to kill this woman.
Listen, Divine Smite's about to be.
Okay, calm
Let's
down,
go.
Oz.
Yeah, calm down.
That was Shay.
But also,
Whoa.
Shay's ready to kill some women.
Uh-oh. Jeez.
yeah, I'm ready to charge in and do what I need to do.
Yeah, Bilbin, I know you're going to charge in to do what you need to do. Well, hell yeah. Well, we're excited to be back. And honestly, I think we'll just jump right into it today. Unless anyone else has anything to say.
Let's get this shit going.
Let's fucking go. All right, let's begin. Oz?
Last week on No Bards Allowed, Finster was arrested by the Guardians of Salvation for the murder of Gareth Fall. Who the fuck is Gareth
Who
Fall?
the fuck is that?
Who the fuck?
The mushroom guy.
That was the sous chef.
Sure.
No, that was the mushroom guy.
No, it was the Guardian.
Yeah.
That mushroom guy.
That mushroom guy.
The Mushroom Guardian.
They're not the actual mushroom
We
guy.
know who
Yeah,
Garrett. We know who he
No,
is.
and yes, that merch item is available in our store. We'll make it happen.
And if it isn't, just
Can
keep
you imagine?
refreshing it. We will be eventually.
Keep refreshing and also keep
Yeah.
asking us where the hell is the Gareth Fall shirt, and then we'll get you one.
Anyway, Finster was arrested by the Guardians of Salvation for the murder of Gareth Fall, the former owner of the corpse we fought the night before. While investigating the cellar under his restaurant for his old knife set, we stumbled upon two small myconoid sprouts that were carrying around powdered belladonna, as well as a small ring with the symbol we found on the wall under the Blight library. Using that, we found our way in the tunnels under the city, the myconoids led us through the dungeons. We found giant wolf spiders, avoided traps, walked through a torture chamber, and eventually found ourselves speaking with the myconoid leader, the Sovereign, who told us they were the ones putting poison in the food supply of local businesses under the order of a woman of the Church of Sambucius. We suspected it might be the High Priestess, but to our surprise, Rin Rosewood descended to the dungeon with imps. She killed the myconoid sovereign with one spell, and now we find ourselves in a fight for our lives.
To be fair, we don't know how high up this goes. High Priestess could still be involved.
Who knows?
Very true.
Who knows? But yeah, that's where we find ourselves in this dungeon. The myconid sovereign dead. There are several other myconids in cages around the room, and you find yourselves in a fight. Now, we rolled initiative at the end of last week for all of our players, and I rolled initiative for all of the monsters in this room as well. And unfortunately for all of you up first, even though she got a surprise blight off, you see Rin Rosewood seething. You all have made things so complicated. You've made things... Everything was going fine. Now things are... I can't let you leave. And you watch her. She, this like crackling cold energy forms in her hands, and she starts to grow and grow and grow, and she crushes this icy energy, and this she already had this layer of magic seemingly around her, and now she has this like icy shield around her body as she casts armor of Agathis.
God damn
Fuck
it.
me.
Let's
I guess I'm not
fucking go.
hitting her with my pan.
Warlock shit.
Yeah,
Build
Alright,
casts-
alright.
yeah. So she casts armor of Agathis, and she looks to you, Saren, and says, "You shouldn't have come here." And that'll be her turn. Moving on, first up from the home team, the No Bards Allowed crew. Oz.
Oz. Oh shit! I forgot about where I was.
Yeah, you gotta do stuff now. Remember,
I literally have
we're in a
no
fight.
idea where initiative I am.
I know. I totally forgot.
Can
This
we?
is kind of great, actually.
It's fun. I was like, I'm pretty sure we did this. So I went through and like re-listened to the last episode and was like, I thought I'd written it down. I definitely didn't. I looked through all my notes and I was
at
like,
least
no.
it's recorded.
Yeah, we got it. It's good. Hell yeah. All right. Oz, you are next up in initiative. You have Rin Rosewood having just cast Armor of Agathis around her, and there are 2 imps to either side of her. What would you like to do on your turn?
I think Oz sees this, that she's obviously a threat and she's ready to fight. Gets into an attack stance, kind of adjust his bag with the bracket and the orb. He touches his orb, pulls it, and then stretches out a string of parchment. And you see him starting to speak an incantation. He switches a few sigils from one parchment into a different one and casts chromatic orb, but using force damage from magic missile.
Cool.
So he switches like some of the runes around and then casts chromatic orb with force damage.
Cool. That's awesome. Fuck yeah.
Cool.
Roll to hit.
That's a 11.
No.
11 is not going to hit, unfortunately. It looks like this like icy armor maybe doesn't do a ton, but it looks like she has another magical shield like protecting her, and it bounces off of that. And unfortunately, your chromatic orb does not hit. Any bonus actions on your turn?
I don't have bonus
You
actions.
do have bonus actions. I just want to remind you, because I know you've mentioned to me that you've forgotten them a couple times, but I know hobgoblins have some bonus action stuff they can do.
Ooh.
And I want to give you an opportunity to use those if you...
But they don't do anything productive inside combat. It's usually just like if I'm going to give a help action as a bonus action.
Can it not happen? Can you not give help on an attack roll, or is it just for ability checks?
Let me try to find it. I'm pretty sure it's ability.
That was
it's
cool.
ability checks.
I might be wrong then. I know that there are bonus action things. I wasn't sure if it was.
That would kind of be.
That's sick.
Hobgoblins are really cool.
No, it's super dope. But it's also at level 3. I can get like even better stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. I can take the help action as a bonus action 2 times per long rest.
Wow. I mean, help
Yeah,
action.
you can give help,
that
and
would
then
include
somebody
for an
attacking
attack
would get
roll, yeah.
advantage. So that doesn't. If it doesn't say anything about it being just for like ability checks or skill checks, then that could go as an advantage. You could give a bonus action as like for an attack roll as well.
Does that count for like ranged spell attacks too?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
what I was
roll yes.
confused
I don't think it says it doesn't. So as long as it has an attack roll associated with it, I think it would.
If you're cool
That's
with that,
fucking
hell
awesome.
yeah.
I mean, rules is. I didn't want you to like feel like as long as it doesn't like say anything specifically about it just being for skill checks or something like that. I think that it's good to. I think that's a really cool hobgoblin ability.
Okay.
And I want you to be able to use it. So. Get in the comments and fucking tell me if I'm wrong, and we'll did not do that later. But I think it's great.
Cool. Then yes, I will use my Fey gift.
Get in the comments.
And as Oz hits a bit wide with his chromatic orb, he shouts, "Who's next in initiative?" As an ally.
Of the 4 of you, Saren rolled the highest out of the rest of you. So,
So Saren's next as an ally.
Yeah.
Saren, focus. She's got more than just the armor.
I think Saren is still he looks back at the now corpse of this Myconid leader, and
Yeah, I mean, it's
hearing those words from Oz just sort of shakes it off and focuses up.
awesome. Oz, anything else on your turn?
I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna try to back away. Use my movement to get away.
Okay, cool. It's not a huge room, but I mean, where you are, I mean, if the goal is to get like outside of a certain range, then
I'm trying to stay within my like casting range, but I don't want to get. I want to be far away from melee if she's gonna do melee or like the imps or whatever.
Okay, heard. Yeah, cool.
I want to get the furthest away.
You're trying to, yeah, cool. You're trying to position away, like have other people more close to the fray. Cool, perfect.
Yes.
Sweet.
That's my turn.
All right, Saren, it's to you.
Jesus. Yeah, I think I'm still standing just kind of right by this cage where that myconid was. How far am I from Ren?
They walked into the center of the room. If you use your movement, you can get into melee if you want to. But you're within. I would say you're probably 30 feet away or less.
Yeah, I think something, just the sheer injustice of it has sort of just hit a point with Saren, especially hearing those words from Oz. Saren is going to turn and walk, almost not even like run, just like power walk right up to Rin, and I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds.
Cool.
Power walk.
Tell me about that spell, because I don't know the literature off the top of my head.
So Inflict Wounds, you make a melee spell attack against a creature you can reach. On a hit, they take 3d10 necrotic damage.
Shit. All right. Cool.
Yeah. Whatever fucking armor this bitch has on, be damned. I'm gonna walk right up, and my eyes are already glowing, and I'm just gonna like punch her in the chest.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Is this a melee attack?
It is a melee attack.
Okay. Cool. Roll to hit.
Well, melee spell attack. So I think I still use my spell attack modifier
With
Okay.
advantage.
with advantage.
Advantage.
What for? With advantage?
I gave him
because I got
advantage.
help from
As your bonus
Oz's
action.
bonus action,
Hell
which
yeah.
is sick.
Got you.
Crit.
Crit.
Neither one is a crit, but one is a 19.
Ooh.
19 will hit.
Yeah.
I did not. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 19 plus 5.
Yeah. Easily hits.
Wow.
That's big. That's big damage.
Nice.
Roll
Hell yeah.
roll your damage for me.
I literally don't have this many d10s, so I'm going to just roll this one a couple times.
Okay.
That is 17 necrotic damage.
Cool. As you hit her,
Big
and
hit.
you you do some damage
17's huge.
right away. She takes 17 points of damage. As you hit her with a melee spell attack, you watch this cold armor break. It shatters. You do take 10 points of cold damage.
Damn.
I'm going to say it.
I was worried.
Thank God for the temp HP from
Yeah.
that ham.
But it looks like
baby.
Yeah, Saren,
Oh,
Saren had
God.
temp HP from the ham from Gramps' farm. So
The
green
one I ate
eggs
when I was
and
bullying
ham.
yeah,
the cat.
shouts to bullying cats.
Hey, it pays, kids.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Cool. That's awesome. Advantage on attack. You shred through that armor. It looks like armor of Agathis is no more. She has a little cut. She says, "Why'd you have to come here? I'm doing this for him. We're making the town better."
Are you?
Sambuchus told me.
Are you sure?
She looks flustered. Anything else on your turn?
Let me see here. That is my action. I don't believe I have any incredible bonus actions at this time. But if you would let me, I would just in close range now. I would just pull my staff sort of off of my
Of course.
off of my back
Yeah.
and just be ready to go at it.
Free action movement, pulling your
Yeah.
staff out. It's great. Awesome turn. Really sick. Sick advantage share. That was dope.
That was clutch
Nice.
as hell.
yeah, awesome as hell.
Because my other die was only a 9.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
game
I was like-
changing now that I know I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
use that for attacks. Because
Oh,
like
yeah.
I only
That's
thought
sick.
that was ability checks.
Anything as long as any rules is like when it comes to rules as written, if it doesn't specify that it's specifically for a thing, then it's free range for any sort of roll.
I think help. The wording is just the next D20 test that you make.
It's like
is with
it's the
advantage.
next action you would do, which
Yeah.
would be any.
But it can also be for saving throws, I think.
Yeah, I believe it can as well.
Which is
so
pretty sick.
yeah.
Dope.
Well, hell yeah. Sick turn. So Saren, end of your turn. Next up in the order, we have Bilbin. it is to you. Saren's up in combat with Ran and has just shattered this shield spell, but taken some cold damage in the process of breaking it.
Yeah, Bilbin definitely just seeing that for the first time, like this type of magic, that type of spell, is.
Oh wait, sorry. Wait. Cold damage.
Oh, motherfucker!
I'm resistant to
You take
cold
half.
damage.
You
I take
half.
half. Holy shit.
Nice.
Damn, man.
You still got temp HP.
So I still have temp HP.
Woo, the ham lives.
Incredible. Sorry, Bill Bennett.
Thank you, Patrick.
Damn you.
Holy shit.
Patrick
good.
and his ham, baby.
Patrick and his ham. Just something like delicious.
That's a
cured
good
ham.
shot.
That's unbelievable. Patrick and his ham.
Patrick and his ham.
Oh my god.
Or that's like a children's show.
Ooh.
That's
No?
No.
Patrick and his ham.
no,
Hey,
it's
no
a
singing, though.
children's
Sorry.
it's a children's
Oh,
book.
right.
It's a children's book that
That was
we're
also ripped straight from BoJack.
we're stealing.
It's us.
Bilbin,
All right,
sorry.
Bilbin.
Bilbin,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Bilbin's just got to crack a cold one.
Listen, brother, this is gonna be a long fight.
I just cracked a cold one. Get it?
You just have the cold one.
Yes.
Well, you did. So
one of Canada
upon
Dry.
seeing that, Bilbin definitely would have seen that for the first time. Just very like, whoa, I've never seen this sort of blue cold ice go over someone and then break like that, and then it dealt damage and seemed to harm someone in my party. So immediately I look over at Oz and I'm like, Oz, do you know anything about that spell right there?
Some kind of shielding incantation.
Shielding. Well, it looks like it did quite a bit of damage to our friend Saren here.
It's gone now, whatever it was.
That's all I need to know. And then I run in
Incredible.
for
Awesome.
an attack.
Hell yeah. Awesome. You get to Ren. Roll the hit, my friend.
Ooh, crit 20.
Let's
go.
All right.
Divine Smite.
Cool.
Crit 20. All right. So
This fight's going to be over so fast.
Big damage. Big damage.
2 D12s because
yeah. You need some more D8s, baby?
I have 1 D8.
You get to double
Smite
smite die?
Yes.
Wait, I get a double smite die.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Then yes, I need more. D8s.
How many more?
3.
Well, you only have first level divine smites though.
Yeah, it's only 2 D8s, but I thought it was just one
Like it was
instance.
one like added. No, so I think
one instance,
You-
or is it 2 instances?
you double the smite die and you
Yeah.
double your axe die.
So my axe is 1d12 plus 3, so I'm doing 2d12
2d12s.
plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, and then 2d8 for the smite.
But that's
48.
base. That's base. So that's what I'm asking. Is it
It's 2d8 base?
2d8 for a first level spell slot, and then
I thought it was
any
3.
uh,
Is it 2?
anyone above the first level adds a d8. So level 2 would be
Okay.
3, level
Okay.
4 would
Got it,
be...
got it, got it.
And then
Okay,
if
so
it's
you
like a
need,
fiend or undead,
you're
it's
rolling
an extra.
48 and 2d12.
So that is doubled
Nice.
though.
yeah,
Yep.
okay. 48, 2d12.
So two more d8s, please.
I got 2 right here. Yeah.
One more.
Unbelievable
Yikes.
number of dice.
Nice.
And I'm level 2, baby.
Oh my god.
Yeah, after seeing Saren get hit and hearing about now there's no longer a shield, this courage rushes over Bilbin as he finds the will to go into the fray and slice with his great axe Rin Rosewood.
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay.
Good whoa?
Let's do some math here.
Yeah, it's decent.
What is 12 plus 12 plus 8 plus 8?
Yeah, what's max damage?
Poof.
10, 20, 38.
38?
38?
Sorry, plus 3.
31?
What did you roll on your die?
lord.
Yeah, so
Dude, fuck yeah.
so I guess we should break this down into damage types for the DM. So slashing wise, I did 19 plus 3, 22 slashing. Because that was
You rolled
the
22 on. Oh, you rolled 19
Wait,
on
19 on
2d12s?
2d12s?
Nice.
I rolled an 8
Fuck.
and an 11.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
so that was sick. And then plus 3 is 22.
Mm-hmm.
So 22 slashing. And then the radiance damage is the rest. So 14, 19 radiance. I don't know if it matters to break it up, but I'm just letting you know. In case.
Jesus Christ. Just so much damage.
Everybody flip off the DM.
Wait, so, yeah, 41 points of damage.
41 total.
Fuck.
Is crazy.
Are we done? Can we go home?
Not to mention my slasher feat.
Shit.
Is this a bad time to bring in my feat?
Oh, what's it, no,
this
tell
is a
us
great
about
time.
it. What's it do?
I meant, is it a bad time for you? Because it's a great time for us.
It's already
What's
bad.
your
You might as well
Do
double down.
Do it.
So when I score a critical hit that deals slashing damage to a creature, I grievously wound it until the start of my next turn. The target has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Yeah!
Incredible.
Making up for all those misses, Bilbin.
Dude, it is about time.
Jesus
The gods
Christ.
What a
smile
great
upon
time.
me.
I've been so excited. We're not done here, but
I think
I was
think
so
we-
excited about this fight, and I thought I designed such a cool thing, and I truly nerfed Rin. We'll talk about it later. She's down, so fucking
Like down?
Yeah, you guys dealt 60 damage,
Okay, I'm gonna. Can I
and she's a
slightly?
spellcaster.
Well, did you account for the temp HP from Agathis?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Damn.
She's not meant to be tanky. It was.
So this ends
Fuck,
her,
dude.
Because can I explain a little bit more of what I want to then happen if this just ends her? Is she down and doing death saves, or like is she dead?
I mean, she's an enemy. She's down. She's down and doing and
Looks like she's dead to
Dead
me.
unless you don't want it to be a killing blow.
No, I definitely do.
Okay.
So
Yes.
Yes.
so while
Christ.
Bilbin in his fit of rage went up there after this magic armor did damage to Saren, he holds his axe incredibly high. You see this sort of pulsing magic energy, like almost oscillating at the end of the axe head, like like beeping, until it just shines really bright, and he brings the axe head down with such force that he slashes her chest wide open, as if she's cut down to her vertebrae in her back of her spine.
Good God.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Cool. That's really dark.
So there's like a massive, almost like V-shaped canyon that I just carved into her chest with one fell swoop of an axe head.
My God.
Cool.
This is crazy.
Was she wearing
This
armor?
is awesome.
She had mage armor on. It wasn't like
Not
Yeah,
anymore.
sir.
Yeah.
So any sort of armor is now a cavernous V in her chest.
Cool. You all watch as, and again, we're not out of initiative. There are still things to fight, but holy shit, gang! You watch as Rin Rose, with this mousy deaconess that you had all met in passing a few times. She, as I said on last episode, as a reminder, she had these like darkened, crazy look in her eyes, and there was almost like a red infernal glowing to it. Something else that you would notice in this moment is that she has this like pendant necklace wrapped around her neck. As you slice into her eyes cease to glow. This pendant looks like it loses some power, and there's this look of I don't even know if you see pain. Like, I think there's this look of like peace on her face as she falls to the ground. Damn. Okay. Anything else on your turn? That's fucking nuts.
I'm just like kind of panting, heavy breathing after that much force went into that, and I just kind of look over at Saren and nod.
Saren nods back at you, and then his eyes just slowly turn to look at the imps.
The imps don't react to. Yeah, you've not intimidated them in any way. They're here for a fight. Anything else on your turn, Bilbin?
No, I as sweat drips off of my handlebar mustache, I end my turn.
Cool. Crazy. Well, y'all killed Jesus fucking Christ.
Let's go, guys.
Holy
Fucking
shit.
honestly unbelievable.
Wow.
For all
We
the
actually-
hits that you've missed
Oh,
up
it
until
was
this
so
point.
satisfying.
We actually did a combat well for once.
What the hell?
Unreal. Cool. Coming in next with the next initiative order, you see two familiar large bodies with multiple eyes running into the room. As these spiders have followed you all the way here, and you did not lead them to any more better options, and so they're.
What do you mean? We even just killed it for them, so they don't have to.
Yeah, the four meaty grown humans versus the small mousy girl. They're gonna come in and attack. They're each gonna take an attack at each of you, and they get up into melee with you. They both roll 17s on their die.
That'll hit.
And they're plus whatever the fuck giant wolf spider has. It does a 20 hit, both of you. Bilbin, 20.
Yes, 20 does hit.
Yeah,
Cool.
definitely.
Can I both make Constitution saving throws?
Just a 20 hit? We're level 2, B.
Bilbin's got pretty high.
Of course.
Honestly, lower than you'd think.
I rolled a 15 on my con save.
Okay, you save. Bilbin, would you roll on your con save?
Yes. Oh no. 2.
Ooh,
Two?
nice. Oh no.
All right, you fail.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I think it's a 2 DC.
It's a.
Bilbin, you take 4 points of piercing plus 7 points of poison damage.
Oh god.
And Saren, you take
2 and 3.
you take 2 points of 2 points of piercing plus 3 points of poison damage, halved. If it was as
Successful save.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And these spiders are up in it with you now. Next up, after the spiders, is going to be the imp's turn. You see that these spiders, that there was a rat in the other room. It looks like these spiders may have already have some like discolored blood ichor, as it looks like they might have taken out an imp that you would have had to fight otherwise. I don't know that this is better than that, but it looks like they took out one of the imps, but there are still 2 imps here that are each gonna take attacks on Saren and Bilbin, as you're right up there as well again. Saren, that is a
AC is 15.
Saren, that's a 16 to hit.
Cool.
Bilbin, that is a
AC is
17 to hit.
It hits.
Cool.
But no.
I need con saves again.
Oh no. 11.
19.
You both save. So first, piercing damage for each of you.
Come on, baby.
Bilbin, you're gonna take 6. Bilbin, you take 6 points of piercing damage. Saren, you take 4 points of piercing damage. Bilbin, you take 7 half to 3 points of poison damage. And Saren, you take 16 half to 8 poison damage.
Bilbin drops to a knee, trying to muster the strength, using his axe to hold him up, but he falls over and is now making saves.
Ooh, shit. Okay.
Cool. Saren,
In just a puddle of sweat.
Saren, how you looking?
Not great.
You still up?
I am up.
Cool.
Hey, good thing the
Thanks to
healers
the
are still awake.
You guys look at each other like,
Yeah, thank God for that fucking ham.
I also don't have any spell slots, so
Cool.
Nice. We're
I
gonna get
also, I do want to, Fuse and I talked beforehand, and I gave you an option, but I don't know if you ever talked to anyone about it. Did you ever give your potion of healing that you still had to anyone else?
I still have it. I didn't give it away.
I remember that's on his body, though. I was about to say something about that.
I just didn't have a moment. Yeah, I think we... I didn't give it away before, and I didn't want to retroactively do it, so I was just like...
The one you bought at the shop, right? You never told us that you bought it either.
Did I not tell you?
No.
Oh, you didn't buy one at the shop? No, he didn't buy it.
No, it was from...
These were Melmar.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I didn't buy anything from the shop.
Okay,
No,
then I would know you had one.
Yeah.
Because I gave those to you.
Arthur, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I would have been looking at Ren. Well, why would Sambucius want you to... Oh, shit. As Bilbin just gashes the fuck out of her. I'm just looking at absolute chaos now. Is there a way that I can get so that the two spiders are in a line?
Oh, yeah, I would allow that. They both came in. They both came in on the same side.
So I'm gonna wiping some of the myconid sludge off of my face, just looking at it. What the fuck did I get myself into? And then it starts glowing. Shit. And I'll just throw it, and a line of sludge hits both of the spiders as I cast Tasha's Caustic Brew. They both need to make dex saves.
Cool. Fucking tough, dude. Let's go. All right. Oh, I don't even know what they add, but they both fail for sure.
Wow, incredible. Well, they only take 3 acid damage each.
Hey.
So 3 acid damage.
But they will be covered in acid and will take 2d4 damage at the start of each of their turns.
Cool. So one of them is dead.
Let's go.
Wait.
as I said, so here's the funny thing.
One was injured.
You didn't. One of them wasn't injured, but they fought an imp in the other room, and so one of them was lower health than the other. So one of them looked like it was fine. The one that was lower actually goes down from that.
Yeah.
So you nab a spider here.
Hey, I'll take it.
The other one, while it looks like it was fine before, it's sitting there ready to take some more poison, and it looks at you angrily.
Shit.
Crazy. Hell yeah, that was awesome. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay, sick. Moving to the top of the initiative order, Rin is dead. Very brutally murdered. And so we're to Oz.
And Bilbin is down.
And Bilbin is down.
Ren is dead. Bilbin is down.
So Oz still recovering. Has his scroll still out, and he realizes he mismatched some of the sigils, and that's what caused the spell to miss. He looks at the imp. Are they together, or are they separate?
They're next to each other.
Next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna shoot one of the imps with I'm gonna shoot the spider with firebolt.
Okay, cool.
So same thing. He just puts the blast it. He puts the scroll back in, and then just mutters the cantrip that he knows real quick, and a flame pops in his hand. He lobs it at the spider. It's a dirty 20.
That hits. Yeah.
Mm.
Roll your damage.
Spider kebabs for dinner.
Acid-covered spider kebab.
jumble.
So I rolled a 1 on my hit die.
No.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what you add, but I don't think it's gonna. I'm sorry. That's damage die.
Damage die doesn't add
Oh,
anything.
so just 1. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
One fire.
You singe
singed
one
a
of the
leg.
a leg burns off. The spider looks very angry. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn? Bonus action?
I guess I only get 2 of those, but yeah, I guess I'll use it again. I'll do the same thing, and I'll say, Saren, I'd take out the imps first. They're looking pretty nasty.
Cool. Advantage, Saren. Awesome. Hell yeah. End of your turn. Oz? Great.
End.
Fuck yeah. Saren, it's to you. You got a half-injured spiders, 2 imps there, both up looking at you.
Yeah, I think when I took the hits from the spider, I don't think I even turned around. I think I was just zoned in on these imps. Can I actually glance down the amulet that Rin was wearing.
Yeah.
You said, what does it look like? Like she's, part of the church. Does it look like a religious? Does it have any markings of Sambucius on it, or is it something else?
None that you see. You can roll. I'll let you roll like a religion check or a Arcana check or something if you want to. Yeah, which I would say.
I would prefer Arcana.
Yeah, you can roll. If you can roll Arcana, it'll get you different information if you roll well. But
well, it's a nat 1, so I did not.
Cool. Regardless of that, was like to garner more information. It doesn't look like it has any like sigil or like anything you've seen related to the church on.
Cool. I think I glanced at that, just trying to like get a feel for being, especially out of spell slots, like knowing I don't have the magic to like cast any other big spells. I'm just kind of looking around for what's at my disposal.
Sure.
Very much in like a survivalist mode. But I think I am gonna turn, and you said these imps are next to each other.
Oh yeah.
Would they fit into a 15-foot cone?
Yeah, they would definitely.
Let's
do a
fucking
15 cone.
I'll like kind of take a half step back and like lower my head, and then just
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my dragonborn breath weapon.
Yeah, baby.
I need it's only a DC 11 con save from both of the imps.
One of them passes, one of them fails.
Okay, and then they're going to take 10 cold damage if they fail.
Imps have cold resistance.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know.
So they take half of half.
So the one who succeeded will take 2.
Yeah, and the
one who failed takes 5.
5. Yep.
Yeah.
Sick. Anything else on your turn?
Oh, that is such a good question. So I'm gonna call it there.
Cool. It is now going to be the giant wolf spider's turn, which is going to turn and attack you, Arthur.
Come here, big boy. Come here. I got my pan in my hands raised.
It's missing an arm. It's super
it
mad.
also takes...
Oh yeah, 2d4. Let's see if it even gets a turn.
4 points of acid damage.
It is still up, but barely. It's gonna make a lunge at you because in a desperation attempt.
So, is that leaving my threatened space?
No, Arthur got in. You got in melee with it, didn't you?
No, I
because
was
he
just
shot the
getting up.
line with the.
If I had to get in melee to get in line with him, fine by me. I'm okay with being in melee.
Never mind. I just rolled. Thank you for reminding me. I did just roll an intelligence check, and as dumb as spiders are, it rolled really high, so it's actually going to attack you, Saren.
Yeah.
And it rolled
Come here, big boy.
natural 2 on its attack roll, so it
Probably
misses.
doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Were you scared? Are you frightened? Come on, eat me.
Vicious mockery?
No bards
No
allowed.
No bards allowed. No singing. All right.
We are a lifeless podcast.
Moving to. Oh, I'm sorry. I did skip something really important. Bilbin, can I get a death saving throw from you, please?
Yes, you can. Failure.
Cool.
Unless I can add 7 to that.
No. Certainly not.
Okay.
Just this once. You can have a 7.
But
just
like-
as a treat.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he would say yes. I'll take a failure. Hey, Bilbin, honestly though, he ain't sweating it.
Well, I mean, he's not conscious, so
He's
that
technically
makes sense.
sweating, but he ain't sweating.
Yeah, what is it? This is like the 3rd time Bilbin's gone down in the last few days. What is Bilbin thinking in this moment as he fails his first death save?
Dude, Bilbin's blacked out. He's not.
He's not.
He's literally unconscious. Unconscious.
Bilbin doesn't dream.
Yeah, he is blacked out. So,
Cool.
not by ways of that Arthur would do it, but by strenuous combat.
Incredible. Blacked out Bilbin. You fail your first death save. Saren, you have 2 imps that are now going to take attacks at you as
Definitely
well.
going down.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Nah, if they hit, I'm going down.
You're going to be fine.
One of them will hit with a... one rolls a 22. The other one is only a 12.
Yeah, 12 misses, 22. Definitely hits.
Cool. You're going to first take
This is good.
6 points of piercing damage.
You need a con save.
And then I need a con save.
16?
Passes. The poison damage is cut down to from 8 to 4.
So it's 10 points total.
Yes.
I am down.
Cool. But a good save there as you go down, but that way you don't take full damage, not pushing you to potentially.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I didn't want to
damage.
risk anything there.
Yeah.
The boys in the back are just like watching their two allies just get bodied in front of them.
Shit.
Yeah. Moving on to it's these imps are here. They turn their attention to both Arthur and Oz. Arthur, it's your turn. You have 2 allies down. What would you like to do on your turn?
Saren, Bilbin. Fuck.
Bilbin twitches on the ground.
I'm going to look at one of the imps. Don't you touch my friends again. And roiling energy begins forming that he throws right in the direction of the one closest to him.
Cool. Do you want to go for the one that is more injured?
Yeah, no.
The one that's less injured?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
That is going to be an 18 to hit.
Let's go.
Big time hit.
Fuck yeah. This is Chaos Bolt.
Yay!
Oh, fuck yeah. See if it bounces.
Such a weird spell. I have to read it every time. Oh, fuck. That's so much damage.
Sick.
Let us see. I am going to make that. Hey, we're going to be a little bit of thunder damage right now.
Sick. That's great.
As Arthur thunderously yells out, "Don't hurt my friends!" And that is 19 points of damage.
You just
go.
obliterate. How many damage die do you roll for Chaos Bolt?
2d8 and 1d6.
Oh my god.
It was an 8, a 5, and a 6.
Damn. Is
Yes.
Chaos Bolt the one where if you had rolled like double or the same die on your
On the
D8s, that it would
it jumps.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Well, you just absolutely you cast that thunder
Holy
damage.
fuck.
What does it look like as your thunder damage completely obliterates this imp?
I think it's like Arthur's running towards the imp with his pan in his hands as the imps are crowding around his 2 downed allies, and it's just reverberation begins, and you hear this ringing from a pan like it just dropped on the floor, but the loudest thing you've ever heard in your life, and he just goes to swing it at the fucking imp, just smashing it. I'm bringing myself into melee with everybody.
Incredible.
Let's go.
Freaking sick. Awesome. You destroy that imp, and the other one looks at you.
You're next.
Scared. he doesn't say that. That's what he looks like. He's scared. Fuck yeah. Awesome turn. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Cool. Rin's still dead because you all killed her on the first fucking round.
Yeah.
60 damage, guys. My God.
Yeah, I was building.
Fuck
yeah.
I'll ask you that later. Never mind. That's gonna be a bardic conversation question.
Conversation.
Oz, it is you.
There's still a spider and one imp, right?
I'm gonna make a roll for something.
Oh,
Yeah, they're still there.
cool.
The spider looks extremely hurt.
Yeah.
They both like pass bloodied.
Does the spider still have acid on it?
Mm-hmm.
Will it take that again at the start of its turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
As long as I have concentration.
So yeah, the spider looks like it is like on its last leg, and it looks like poison is seeping into its body.
Okay.
It's a
7
funny
legs
picture.
down.
Yeah, 1 to go.
Yeah, I think Oz will look at. He kind of looks around at his friends that are down on the ground, sees that Bilbin's not looking too good. Watches Arthur take down the one imp and feels a little bit inspired. Excellent hit, Arthur. And then he'll do the same thing
Thanks, buddy.
he tried to do on his first turn. Concentrating a bit more. Pulls out the scripts, switches some sigils around, and make an attack against the imp still standing.
Cool.
19.
Phew, big time hit. Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on.
Here we go.
Cool. I think that's 3d8 force damage.
Fuck yeah.
My
Let me just
God.
double check.
I feel like we're just
If you
bullying
roll-
this room.
We're absolutely obliterating. I did way more damage than I ever needed to do on that imp.
Yeah, that's 3d8.
It's about time.
So much. Oh, are you doing thunder damage as well?
I'm doing force.
Oh, force.
Yeah,
Nice.
force damage. Okay, dice roll. 9 points of force damage.
This imp, tell me what happens to this imp as it fucking dies.
So yeah, feeling the pressure. Oz works well under pressure with deadlines out at his job, having to do stuff.
That makes sense.
Awesome.
He has a new found powers within the Order of the Scribes, so he's trying to get this thing right, and he pulls out the script again, concentrating hard this time, focusing on switching the sigil really quick. It hits, lands, glows, and then you watch as like just this blast almost looks like when heat distorts the air a bit. A ball that looks like that just goes shoots out and hits the imp in the square in the chest and just blasts a hole through it.
Sick.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
God.
Cool. Super dead imp. That's fucking crazy. Holy smokes. Cool. That imp is dead.
So what else you got, man? Anything else?
Shit, dude. I will say this. I'm going to have Saren and Bilbin both roll death saves for me.
I got a 5 on my death save.
Failure.
Mhm.
Okay.
16.
That's a cool.
That's a
Great.
success.
Don't be in that one. Don't be in that one. God, that was
you-
Yeah,
I
that
was
was
so-
I was so nervous.
That
right
would have
there.
been the most amazing end to a character. That's like
41 points
41
of damage.
damage
40
and dies.
Yeah,
It
what a
would have
funny.
been awesome.
It's hard. It's that hard thing of like, I was like, I know there's a lot of, yeah, we'll talk about it later. It's fine. Fucking cool. Glad you saved. That's awesome. Saren also at 1 death save failure. We move to the spider. The spider, as it actually starts to look like it's gonna try to turn away and like go.
5 points of acid damage as it's
And
running away.
You watch the acid like finally like corrode into its abdomen and like cut through its eyes, melt away, and the spider falls limp to the ground.
How's it feel, you piece of shit? I'm gonna run over to Saren and Bilbin. I guess Saren's probably closer to me.
Yeah, let's get. Are you both gonna try to run over and?
I was
help?
gonna go fumble through Bilbin stuff and find his health potion and pour it down his throat.
Okay, cool. You go to Bilbin. So then, Arthur, do you want to?
Oz, does Saren have a health potion still?
I don't know. You
Or did he use it?
try looking.
All right. I'm gonna go and attempt to stabilize and see if he has anything
Cool.
on it.
You don't find a health potion.
Okay.
So it looks like you'll have to make a medicine check.
Cool. Yeah. It's an 11.
An 11 will stabilize.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. The way that I think rules is written, but also the way that we'll play it is if you make a raw medicine check on a downed ally, then it can bring them to stable.
Cool.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a funny one because it kind of functions in the same way that what is that? Cleric spells.
Spare the dying.
Yeah, it kind of functions the same way,
Yeah.
but technically, spare the dying. You don't have to make a check, but technically a raw medicine check. If you roll high enough, you can stabilize as an active. So yeah, you stabilize Saren. Oz, you pour a health potion down Bilbin's throat. Cool, and so you get
2d4.
well, in the way that it's a 1d4 plus 4.
1d4 plus 4.
Oh, we're
And, but
doing
the way we're doing it, and I forgot the last time we did this, but the way that we're playing this is if you're administering a potion or taking a potion using your action, you do not have to roll the hit die. You just get the full. If you use it as a bonus action, then you have to roll the die. So you get a full 8 points of healing back.
Cool.
1d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
No, you're just getting a full.
You're getting
Or
full
you
eight
get
over
8.
something.
You get 8
you're
points.
saying
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
administering it as an action.
Yeah,
you get full.
action. Yeah. So
Cool.
I think the new 1D&D that's coming out too is going to that system as well, which is that it'll
5.5,
be
right?
yeah, it's I think it's just called 1D&D or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing, but
D&D 360
yeah.
is
I don't know when it's coming out.
And then
anyway,
the D&D
anyways,
one.
but with that we
1s.
we end initiative. 3 of you were awake right now. Saren will be down for a bit here. What's everyone doing?
Hang in there, Saren. I'm making you some go-go juice. I'm gonna stay by Saren and start whipping up something while we're kind of gathering ourselves here.
I'm kind of like after
go-go juice.
After feeding the potion to Bilbin, I'm kind of setting him up. All right, easy.
What happened?
Well,
Where am I?
well, you're right where you fell, apparently.
Oh,
I didn't see you go down, but I saw you take Rin down. That was
yeah,
quite a show.
did take Rin down. Oh. Bilbin's kind of just like getting his bearings back as he's regaining consciousness, getting helped up by Oz. What happened? And then I look over at Saren, and Saren's down. Saren, is he okay?
He's all right.
Okay. I feel like us frontliners really took a beating in that fight.
Yeah, I thought you were a firefighter.
I am a firefighter.
That's some vicious axe work you got going on.
I see. We are trained with the axe in the beginning of the academy. So, sometimes comes out swinging. And this time it seemed to have done quite a number on Rin.
Sure did.
You nearly cleaved her in two.
Yeah. It's, something within me that kind of came out on that swing. I just felt powerful.
It looked powerful
And
scary.
to be honest, that was one of the most powerful things I've ever done. I've never swung with that much tenacity before.
Nice.
Well, it definitely ended the threat.
Yeah, it's kind of like also Bilbin speaking outwardly about what he's thinking about, as he's never done that much destruction in one blow before, ever. And he was like, kind of just taken back at the amount of power that he has within him. Like, should he be worried? Should he be thankful? Is it a mix of both? You know, that's kind of what he was getting at with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think, Bilbin too. I mean, I think it's that thing of your power where you are a part of the Douse Brigade and you are able to channel some sort of magic. But I don't know that everyone that works with you at the Douse Brigade can necessarily channel the same things. And I don't know
Correct.
I don't know if you know exactly where you channel some of that energy yet. Really interesting. As you're all standing around there, you hear in your minds a voice that says, "You saved us. Thank you."
For sure.
And you see the
You're
little
welcome.
You see the little myconid sprout has walked up
right.
to all of you, and he's looking up. The bad one's gone.
Was that the bad one?
Mm-hmm. Bad.
Your leader's gone too. Sorry we couldn't save them.
It hurt.
Her? I don't know how you. How do you speak to a myconid? Is it, or do you use other kinds of pronouns? This isn't important, or is it? I don't know. You speak in your head.
This is the most important question that we've ever asked.
We are all one. We felt their pain, but that is part of our life. The oldest will be new leader.
Was that you?
No. And it points to one of the other cages.
Fuck, roll for initiative, dude. No.
New leader. There.
Pleased to meet you, new leader.
Yeah, you hear a voice. Thank you for saving our group. We all feel terribly about what we've done to the surface. It was not something we're proud of, but I know you humanoids have families of your own, and, well, we're not proud of what we've done. If you are willing, if you could help free us from these shackles and bonds, we will depart back into the Underdark post-haste.
Of course. Can't let you stay here like this. What happened wasn't your fault.
If you wouldn't mind, too, disposing of the rest of the poison that she made us use. It's in barrels over there. And he raises a mushroom finger and points over to a barrel that looks like there's like sprigs of some sort of plant, like a bushel of some sort of plant sticking out from.
Oz immediately shoots a firebolt at it.
Cool.
Is
That
there,
looks fun.
Make a wild magic search. Oh yeah, wild magic roll. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting.
I just rolled 2 because I forgot during the combat too.
Let's see if you wild magic on this firebolt you just fired at this poison barrel.
So it's the DC is set by the spell level, right?
So it's a DC. So cantrip.
Okay. So the first one
cantrip,
failed, and the second one I got a 2 on my roll for
but they're
during combat.
still
So
first
neither
level
of them-
spells right
yeah,
now.
6. We're good.
Awesome. We're gonna get one eventually.
We're gonna get one eventually.
Wild magic sorcerers are really, really cool, and we've made it so that we can trigger it more eventually. It's gonna be awesome.
Blow
One
myself
now.
up with a fireball.
Which is a possibility.
How many barrels are left?
There was like 2 barrels sitting in the corner, so you can easily have burned these barrels of this belladonna plant sitting over there. It like releases this like nasty smoke into the air as it there's nowhere for it to vent out. It kind of like runs towards the stairway that she'd come down, and then it kind of like hangs in the air, and it leaves this like foul odor. Awesome. So we've you're down in this dungeon. Do you work to free the myconids right now?
Yeah.
Cool. We don't have to role play that. I'm going to say that with time, and especially because right now Saren is unconscious, you can, spend some time, and if you make an investigation check, if you will, if you want, or how do you want to go about freeing these myconids? I guess.
I'm just gonna take my axe and try to
Start busting
bash
locks.
the lock.
Okay,
off.
cool.
Yeah. So some form of strength check.
Cool. You
I
do
think
that.
I can help with that.
Cool.
And I'm gonna try to. I feel like Arthur is getting a little bit more of a handle on his magic, so he's trying to use it more.
Cool.
In controlled ways. And I'm gonna try to cast Ray of Frost on the locks.
Oh, cool.
To make them shatter more easily.
Cool. Yeah, Arthur, how does it... I'm not going to make us roll for any of this. I think you are able to... How do you think Arthur does? Do you think it feels a little bit more natural to use this lower level... Ray of Frost a cantrip, yes? So, how does it... how does it go for Arthur in this moment?
I think something about... I just rolled disadvantage for a wild magic surge just to kind of see. I think something about the last fight felt like watching Oz and being around Oz and just... Arthur's a pretty observant guy from being a farmer for a very long time and just from being a sibling and, son and husband for a very long time. So I think he's just watching Oz, somebody who is very accomplished at magic, and following his lead, and just starting to feel through somatic movements and through the proper verbal components, starting to actually feel the magic and be more in touch with it. So I think with every little bolt of ice, he's like, all right, so if I do this, then that makes sense. And it feels like recipes coming together in his head, like cooking.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
While he is actually sitting down, cooking up food for us while we're, taking a moment to breathe.
Awesome.
Then I guess Bilbin is going around to these locks that are frozen, hopefully with disadvantage, with advantage.
We're not.
Attacking these locks.
With,
roles would play out in that way.
it might. I was gonna say, but yeah, I think your strength even though you have health, I think your strength probably feels sapped right now. I think a tough. I mean, you got hit with like poison stingers
I
from
agree.
these imps have these nasty little devilish creatures have these like scorpion like tails that they like literally would have like injected poison into you with. So it's not like a like holding effect right now necessarily, but I still think you're probably not feeling as strong as you normally would. But yeah, y'all do that, and then is there anything else y'all want to check out while we're down in this space right now?
I think while they're doing that, I'm walking up to Rin's body, and slowly, like I don't think. I mean, Oz in his adventuring days, like treasure hunting days, he's probably seen a few, fights and dead people, but seeing a gruesome. A very gruesome death like this up close, he's a bit hesitant. He's like, ugh. But he kind of goes down, reaches toward the pendant that's around her neck, and I would like to ritually cast Identify.
Okay, great.
But at first, I want to remove it from her head. Like unclip it from her neck.
Cool. Yeah, it looks like
and identify
it's like, so I said pendant. It's almost like this like it's like this like silken necklace that's strung around it. It has this like gem almost on the front of it. This like deep black gem with this like red silken ribbon. It's like almost like a choker, but it looks very. It still looks very. Formal and resplendent. Okay, so yeah, you take that off of her, you unclasp it and take it off, and you cast Identify. After you ritually cast Identify, what you learn about this is that this is a cursed object. It is a necklace that allows when attuned to the item, it allows the user to cast Blight twice per day. Yeah. So it is, but it is also
Cursed.
But also, what you learn is that there is a curse on it right now, and the user also becomes a servant to this like demonic. It's some sort of like demonic entity, and as you. Basically, if someone were to put this on right now, then you would lose. You'd be accidentally making a deal with a demon of some kind.
Whoa.
So
Interesting.
Yeah.
A demon?
It's like it is not quite a demon, not quite a devil. It is a
Some sort of bad boy.
yeah, the proper term for what it is, if you'd give me a moment, Shator is
Chateau.
That sounds cool.
Shout out to older D&D modules. But yeah, so it is so it looks like this curse would leave you being able to utilize its power, but also being a servant to this evil, neutral evil, pretty powerful creature.
Okay.
Hey, it's neutral.
So the way Oz identifies. I don't know if I've explained this before, but like he his orb, kind of like as he's casting identify, the orb kind of shines this light on whatever he's identifying, and like the pieces of his sphere kind of like click 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 and move as like it's like kind of identifying it, and then the light shuts off, and he kind of looks over his shoulder, says, "Well, seems the order of commands was coming from someplace higher. I know she had mentioned Sambucius in the fight, but I don't know. This necklace is cursed." And
Oh, really?
Oz, can I have you roll a perception check as you were as you went over to her body and took the necklace off too? I'll have you roll a perception check, with advantage. I will say, because it is you've time right now to take as
Okay.
Saren is unconscious still.
perception or investigation?
I'm gonna say perception because you were going for the necklace. If you think you would have investigated the rest of her body, then
I definitely would. That's the whole point of me going over there.
Cool. Yeah.
The first thing I was going to do was grab the necklace, and then after doing that, I put it away, and then I go and start looking through her pockets and like the rest of her body, and kind of just like seeing what this was about. Just to come, knowing people who are magic users, I know there's like secrets and stuff.
I'm not gonna make you roll then. It was more a perception check to see if you noticed this thing. If you weren't gonna like go through, on the front of her, she had this very like conservative dress on that had pockets in the front of it. And in one of the pockets, there's this little you find this little notebook that says Rin's diary on the inside. And do you take some time to look through it in this moment?
Yeah, I think I kind of like stand up real quick and back away from the body and start flipping through the notebook.
Cool. The early passages are, a woman in her 20s writing about the things she's going through, somebody who's really excited about being a deaconess, and it's still something that's fairly new, talking about how she has started to learn how to wield some of the magic of the church, like really like bubbly, sweet. You don't see mention of a lot of friends or anything like that. So it, but she, and at first she, talks about how all the other deaconesses don't necessarily get along with her. At some point, there's an entry where she talks about how, Sambucius reached out to her in a dream and about the things that you've all been uncovering and that have been depleting this town. The thing she said, which is that, Sambucius told her that he wasn't happy with how people were worshiping, and he wanted her to be his servant to execute this plan to be able to get people to care more about the church. And so there's this in this passage, she talks about how in this dream he offered her this necklace that would give her more power in order to help execute his plans. And then after that, the entries get more and more sporadic and brutal. There's conversations about using the powers of this necklace to go try to slow down the production of crops so that farmers would be more willing to invest. And it was that she was being told that they had to basically poison the world a little bit to be able to make it a better place. And then there's talk about how this city was still needed to be giving more. And so some of the other deaconesses, now her friends, some of them slowly but surely started to come around to her side and get interested in helping the cause. Sambucius told her about a myconid colony living on the edges of the tunnels underneath of Demerara, and had her, basically her and these other deaconesses went and used their power to threaten them into coming back, and then they found Belladonna in the Underdark and started using it to use the passageways underneath the city that used to be for, like, they date back to medieval times for kings and queens to be able to, like, escape the castle, feeding into all these, like, random other businesses below, like going in and, like, poisoning food stores and things like that. And then the last few entries get the craziest as she is talking about she was coming back from a night out of, she would sneak out during the night, go try to take care of crops then, and a guardian of salvation cornered her and she felt caught, and so she got into a fight and killed him and panicked and snuck him back to the dungeons underneath of castle and or underneath the church. And when she looked for somebody to pin it on, Sambucius asked her to pin it on Finster. And it's this funny thing of, like, she there's other passages of, like, her talking about how she didn't want to hurt, she initially had asked not to hurt Finster, and then Sambucius saying that he was, you know, taking advantage of his name and that he deserved to be punished, and but she ended up following Myconids down into his storeroom and found his old set of knives and stole one to butcher the body to make it look like he'd committed the murder. The next day she went back to try to place the body, but the body was gone, seemingly. She didn't know where it had gone, and she panicked. You all came into town, and they slaughtered this creature, found the body, it came back, she was able to plant the knife. It gets pretty unhinged near the end, but there's, when you flip to the back of the entry, there's, on the back page, there's drawing, and it's of, like, some sort of paradise, and it's her, and it has, like, the names of these, it has, like, Deaconess so-and-so, Deaconess XYZ, but it's pictures of these imps, though, and then it's labeled Sambucius over the top of them, but it's this, like, foul, sliming-looking, monstrous creature with, like, devil's wings.
Does it look like familiar at all, or does it just look like a kind of creepy drawing?
It looks like a really creepy drawing. It's terrifying. It's it's give me a if you give me a raw intelligence check while you're looking at it. Also, thanks to all the listeners for listening to me drop that fucking crazy amount of lore in the books and stuff like that.
Hey, your villain didn't get a monologue, so...
I was going to drop stuff throughout the fight, and then you guys are too good at killing.
Yeah, too bad, bitch.
Too good at killing.
Whoops.
Yeah, she's dead. She can't talk.
Yeah, like, I've been, like, a pretty cool adventure so far. Like,
No
Natural
way.
20.
Cool.
Awesome.
Based on, you're an intelligent person, and based on what you can deduce and what you... like, reading through all these entries, reading about this curse, you're assuming that the necklace led her to be blinded to these imps. She said at the beginning of the fight that she said that her fellow deaconesses would help her to take care of business, and then they transformed into imps, not women. So it was this cursed individual with a crazy look in her eyes and clearly fumbling, and so it looks like
She thought the imps were her deaconesses.
She thought that they were the deaconesses. She thought that she was talking to Sambucius, and this terrible creature got into this poor young woman's.
Yeah.
So we don't think when
Damn.
the entries
Yeah,
where she
yeah.
talks about like deaconesses eventually coming around to her side, we think that that's just the imps.
Mm.
Like there was never anyone who she was like talking to, and they were like, "Yeah, totally."
Yeah, which
She's
means
literally just been strung along this whole time.
Yeah, which also means though that which you also can probably deduce that if the deaconesses start coming around to their imps, it also means that there's probably either missing people or dead deaconesses somewhere as well. So,
I think while Oz is reading this too, he's kind of like, while they're like getting the myconids out, he's kind of like, "That's all in here. Poor girl," and points out the different things that you had said about her intentions and what she thought she was doing, where she thought she was going, and who this Sambushis, who she thought it was, and stuff. And then I'll kind of like come over to Arthur and Bilbin, like, take a look at this drawing. It's pretty nasty.
Ugh, I don't like that at all, but this seems like enough to exonerate Finster, at least.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the evidence. This is all it right here. It talks about, I mean, we get free Finster. We can probably get the Guardians of Salvation out of Demerara. There's no need for them here anymore. We figured out the problem, and we need to show the High Priestess. I know we were all thinking that she was a part of this, but maybe she's not. There's no evidence that she is.
Here's my question, though. Whatever this thing is that was controlling her, what did it really want?
Mm.
Well,
And where did it come from? Where do these imps come from?
it's a good question.
some time passes. Saren, you come to. How you feeling, buddy? That's
Enough.
me, the DM, and asking you, your character, how you're feeling.
Oh, I think as I sort of like regain consciousness, I do lay there for like 30 seconds, just eyes closed, not moving, just like trying to basically just listening to what's going on in the room and make sure, because I was out, like I don't know how the fight ended. Just kind of like trying to assess the situation before I show anyone that I'm awake. And then I'll just sort of like roll over and sit up. And just kind of quietly take stock of the room, of Oz with this diary, of the blood still pooling around this deaconess's body, of the myconids being released. Are they like heading out like as soon as they're...
I would say, yeah, if y'all were working on that, you're probably... It's not like there's probably like... So there was the Sovereign, and then there's like a few larger ones, like adults, like this new... The new Sovereign now is not nearly the size of that other Sovereign, but he's the largest and the oldest still of the group. So there's several of these adults, and then there's a lot more of these younger sprouts running around as well. So probably like 25 in total. Not a crazy amount, but yeah, probably like 20 to 25 in total. So I think if y'all were working on that, you would have been able to get them out. Funneling out as you come to.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I think seeing all that, I'll just kind of like waver on my feet for a sec, and then just sit down like cross-legged on the ground, and just sort of take it all in, taking a moment of silence.
Welcome back, buddy. Go juice.
Juice?
Yeah, it's not really
This
juice.
didn't come from the spiders, did it?
No. Maybe.
Spider juice.
I think Saren like sniffs it.
It's just
Shrugs
a
and
bunch
chugs
of
the whole
herbs
thing.
and stuff. Yeah, don't worry about it.
I've certainly tasted worse. Actually, I've tasted a lot worse. How'd you do that?
A lot of lemon.
Oh yeah, I get that.
It covers up all the grass and other stuff. Not actual grass, but just kind of tastes like grass without the juice in there.
Hell yeah.
Should help you feel a little bit better at least.
Yeah, it's already like pretty quickly too.
Great.
So,
yeah. If that was
put
long
them
enough
through.
for us to take a short rest, that would be my...
Yeah, I would also, everyone else, if y'all move right away, you're gonna be down at I think 1 hit point when you come to, but everyone else can, if you have a short rest die left to expend.
Do.
Anybody that would like to can add a D8 to your hit points.
Chef.
Nice.
The coolest feat. I love your feat.
That's
It's
it.
so
It's
fun.
called
like-
Chef.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what lets me do
Wait, do
the.
Does
cook
being
treats.
unconscious all this time count as a short rest though? Like, do I?
I
I think technically not. So I
think
don't actually get
you're-
anything.
because you're not short resting. Yeah, I'm gonna say you're 1 hit point. still.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Can you get my go-go juice?
Go juice.
Go-go juice. 1d8.
You get 3 points back. I rolled a d4.
Cool.
You can have a little less, but
Thank you, Arthur, for bringing me back to full health.
Hey, no problem.
I appreciate
Hey, no
that.
problem.
I didn't get anything from short rest.
fair enough.
Oh yeah. No damage.
Wizard shit.
Already used arcane recovery.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. You're all awake now. Are we doing anything else down in this dungeon, or are we?
I mean, I assume I would get filled in on
Yeah.
everything in the diary.
Yeah, I'd kind of like kneel down next to you as you're sat up cross-legged, and then like kind of like point out the different entries and say, "This is all we got. We have it all in here."
Yeah, I think what Arthur said is really interesting, which is that it's there are things that are bigger things that are really big things that are crazy and also seemingly unresolved too. Questions left unanswered, but as you figure out, as you communicate to Saren and want to go exonerate Finster, in what way do you all leave this dungeon? Do you?
Should we go up the stairs?
Yeah, I think we should figure out where she came from.
Mhm. Let's go to the source.
Well, yeah.
I don't really want to walk back the way we came. That was
Definitely
very far.
not. Mm-mm.
There might be other spiders.
Yeah, I just don't want to walk that far right now.
Come here.
Yeah, let's go up.
Hop on.
Absolutely not.
Piggyback rides.
You walk up to the staircase. It winds and winds around. You get to a wall and you see something that is very familiar with all these underground passageways. You will now have that Mike and Ed would have left you with. You would have walked up to Arthur and said, "Here," and like given you the little sigil to be able to unlock the.
Thanks, little buddy.
Come visit if you want.
Where are you guys at?
There. It just points down a dark hallway.
Great. Hey, maybe maybe in the spring we'll come see you. I hear the tunnels are real nice in the spring.
Spring.
Mm-hmm. You know what that is, right?
Bye.
Next spring, because it's spring right now. Bye. Good luck out there.
Fast forward back to where we are. You walk to the top of the staircase. You have this sigil, and you see a symbol. And as you approach it, and I assume put it up to the wall, door forms, opens, and it opens into another staircase. As you
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
As you shut it, but then as you shut it, the doorway closes and you stand on a not a promenade. It's like a flat part.
Dais?
No, it's like stairs, and then
Landing?
it flattens out, and then more stairs.
A landing?
Landing?
A landing.
Landing.
Yes.
Dude, my brain can't brain right now, gang. You're on
Crazy word,
you're on
too.
a landing, not terribly wide. You see the stone doorway closes behind you. You see a few doorways, and then you can go. It looks like it goes down one level and then flattens out, and then it also goes up, and you see candlelight and like light from upstairs. Which way do y'all go?
Guess we gotta follow the light.
Let's go up.
A lot.
As you ascend the staircase, you start to see very similar colors to what you saw earlier in the day. You see you see stained glass up on the sides of the walls, and you see deep ruby reds and gold as you walk up that staircase you all were hoping to make your way down. Earlier in the day, you were in the Church of Sambucius.
So are we no longer underground?
You're out. So you ascended. You were underground, but you just ascended a staircase.
Gotcha.
You ascended a staircase. You came out and you went up another set of stairs. So now you were on the main level. It was you started underground. The staircase basically brought you because if you remember where you entered, was you had to go up. No, sorry. You entered. Sambuz is like down a hill from the church. So you all took these tunnels, and then this staircase basically led you up to the main level at the top of the hill where the church is. So.
You could say pretty much anything positionally to me, and I would trust it.
I know.
I have full faith in the logic of the physics. I'm sure the tunnel got us back to where we should be.
Yeah.
I trust it.
You're in the church.
Perfect.
There's light in here.
Do I see any of the twisted tea left?
There is one undrunk twisted tea sitting at the altar. To
Is
there anybody here?
Is Bilbin able to grab it without being seen?
There's a deaconess. That notices you all, and she starts to like walk over. Give me a stealth or sleight of hand check.
Guidance.
Jesus.
So guidance is a
D4.
15.
You were easily able to steal this donation to a god from an altar, as this deaconess is very confused. Yeah, what did you fully roll?
Actually, not bad. Oh wait, disadvantage.
Oh my god, that's right, because you have heavy armor. Yeah, roll disadvantage.
God.
You're probably still gonna beat it.
I don't know, man.
Did you roll a nat 1? Because she rolled a nat 2.
This is an 11.
Oh yeah, you somewhat clumsily grab the not your high priestess's tea and can put it on your person as you.
Can I with my empty glass bottle that was my health potion? Can I Indiana Jones? Feel free to bleep that out if that's trademarked.
The old switcheroo.
We don't care about trademarks.
Can I just switcheroo
We
it?
don't believe in those.
And so Bilbin kind of hunches down a little bit, widens his stance.
You're putting an empty bottle in place of the twisted tea?
Yes.
Cool. It's just a red carpet in front of an altar.
Cool. I definitely widen my stance, kind of like an umpire behind home plate. Lean forward a little bit, arch my back.
I'm going to let the deaconess roll with advantage now. Yeah. She still rolled bad, so she doesn't see it, but
Let's go.
What a crazy...
That's because the bit survives.
The deaconess walks up, and she's like, oh, somebody... She says, oh, what are you doing here? Wait, I don't remember this here, but it's empty. Did Sambucius himself drink this potion?
I was wondering the same thing.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
The miracles happen every day.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The church is closed. How did you get in here?
Where's the high priest?
We're just very faithful.
The high priestess?
Sambucius got us here.
She's asleep downstairs.
Tell them anything.
Go get her.
All right. I may I ask who you are?
Just really faithful followers of Sambucius. May you be prosperous and healthy and wealthy.
It's about Deaconess Wren. Something terrible happened to her.
Okay.
Oh no. All right. This deaconess runs down the stairs you just came up from, and a few minutes later, she comes back with brutal.
Jesus.
A few minutes later, she comes back. The high priestess is in a very conservative robe nightgown situation. What is the meaning of this? Something happened to Rin? Why are you here? What did you do?
Just hand her the journal.
We solved your
What is-
problem.
What is this?
I don't think she was who you thought she was.
What the hell are you talking about?
Or I don't think she was following who you thought she was, or even who she thought she was.
She flips through it really quick. Not necessarily. I assume between y'all probably telling her some details, and then she flips to the back page and sees this crude drawing of imps and this and she says, "Oh gods, Where did you find this?
Well, we went through the tunnels. We found where she was keeping these myconoids, and she found us out and met us down there and tried to kill us.
Oh my. Can you show me? Do you have proof? Just so I...
Proof of...
I mean, where is this passageway?
Yeah, well, we could take you.
All right. Let's tell you what. This is strange. This is
I would also say there's...
We should go to the jail and get... we can get more capable people and we can investigate this further. This is a lot.
There's also this. And this is the necklace that she was talking about.
She takes it. She says, I feel like I've seen this. This is odd, though.
It's cursed.
She looks and she says, oh, well, and looks to the deaconess and says,
Why did you just hand it to me then?
well, I will, she turns to the young deaconess and says, Poppy, can you, take this and put it in my, no, we should take it with. Let's go to the jail. There's a lot. I'm terribly sorry if I know I've been short with most of you, and I apologize. Let's make haste. And you all go with the high priestess to the jail.
She doesn't want to change first?
She doesn't. She
right.
you
you look great just the way you are.
She's got her like hair in like curlers and like
Oh,
she's
yes.
and she like she's
Ain't
like,
no problem with that.
She's like, this is important. No time. You go out the front of the church. Go the opposite direction of the way you came into town, and not terribly far. There's a small, not a large building, but like some sort of like 2-story jailhouse with. You go inside, and there's you also see you walk in. You see a few guardians. There's like a desk. There's also like, it looks like local like mercenary type folks that must like work for the city as well that are here. And then you see you walk in, and Vox Giratana is like there talking to Finster. They've got him in a cell, and she's chatting with him. You hear telling him, Finster, I believe that this wasn't you, but I don't know. This is so much. I don't know. There's so much evidence. I have no idea what's happening. What do y'all do when you walk in?
Evening, Jer. How you doing?
Arthur? High Priestess? What are you all doing here?
Well, we've been better, I think, but
What's...
let this man go immediately, please.
What did you... Have you found something?
Us?
Oh, yeah, we found out where this whole problem was coming from.
Yes, we... High Priestess says, yes, these young men, they...
Oh, young. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. They found this diary belonging to one of my deaconesses, and it has, everything in it. Covers everything that's been happening in this town. She hands it to the Vox, and she does a quick look, and they both say, well, this is a lot. Thank you all. We can go and investigate more and see what's going on. There's mention of a dungeon. Is that where you found tunnels into the city?
Yeah, it was an old network from the castle that used to stand.
Wow, that's. I mean, I knew there were. I know there were tunnels, but nobody's accessed them, and yeah, I mean, as far as I know, they've sat dormant for centuries.
Yeah,
So-
there were a bunch of cages and mushroom guys, machinids, and
What?
there was a whole barrel of poison shit that we destroyed. So that should be no problem anymore, unless it sinks into the ground and
God.
it gets into the water supply. But you know,
Oh no!
that
Saren
probably
just,
won't happen.
I don't.
Butts the bottom of his staff onto your foot.
Yeah, it's all good. It's fine.
Well,
We solved it.
All right. Well, I guess we need to. She looks at one of the local mercenaries and says, "Here, can you enter this into? Can you read this and go through it and let's. Yeah. I assume if y'all would have flagged the part where she talks about blaming Finster, they the Vox is like, let this man go.
Is this the local enforcement, or is this where the
It looks like
Guardians
the
of Salvation?
It looks like the guardian. There are guardians here. It looks like this is a local jail where there are mercenary jailer type people, but also as the guardians have been invited in, they've kind of also over they're working together, overtaking the space type thing.
Mhm.
So it's a office, police station, jail thing, basically set in a fantasy setting. So there are guardians in the room right now as well.
Are
Yeah.
there any, just total shot in the dark, do any of the Guardians react to any of this info? Like when Rin's name is first spoken, or do any of them have this visceral reactions?
Who the
to
fuck is Gareth
earning?
Fall?
Yeah.
You can make a roll. You can make a
perception roll?
perception check.
It's a 16.
You do not notice any reactions from anybody.
So few reactions, it's weird.
No, I mean everyone has very normal
Just
reactions to what's
okay,
going on,
okay.
which is shock. yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
While I'm saying all this about the poison and the water supply,
Oh yeah.
what's Cher looking like, by the way, about us finding poison from myconids?
I mean, she looks shocked, and the thought of you saying that it could get in the water supply makes her look more shocked. And she's like, "Well, we all right. We need to we need to go investigate this." She points to a couple guardians, her mercenaries, a couple of the mercenary guys, and the high priestess, and says, "High priestess, can you take us to wherever this was, and we can go take a peek and figure out, go get a look at everything that's happened? You're welcome to come. I know I held rooms for you at my inn as well this evening. If you two look rough in particular, Saren and Bilbin."
Yeah, we took a bit of a beating back there.
Yeah.
We also did a bit of a beating.
You just you had to fight Rin. She was
We had to. We had no
possessed, it
choice.
seems.
We had no choice.
After she killed the Myconid leader, it sort of just spiraled from there. But
That sounds.
it was Rin. It was these imps. Pictures in the back of the diary, and then some spiders had followed us through the tunnels. So it was just
My goodness,
everything
this
at once.
It was a proper jamble.
What is that? What's
It was a
jamble?
mushroom jumble.
There
Oh,
were
I-
mushrooms there.
It was a proper
well.
jumble.
All right. Well, a jumble, I suppose. That's a new word for me.
A rumble, maybe.
Well, when you
I think
we need
jumble.
enough
Jumble.
of them.
It was a jumble.
All right. Well, I was going to say you're welcome. I know you were there. You're welcome to lead us there, or if you want to get some rest, I can go and.
Well, I think at least one of us should go. It's up to you. I'm happy to go. Should we all go?
Respectfully, I would much rather lay down.
Yeah.
Y'all get some rest. I can go with you.
All right.
Cool.
Bilbin would definitely stay as well after taking a beating,
Cool.
regardless of him being at full health.
Cool. Saren, you head to the inn down the street. The rest of you go back. You go back into the dungeons. You show everyone where it is. Feel free if anyone wants to make any like additional checks while you're down there. Feel free. The guardians and mercenaries and the high priestess and the Vox are with you there. You point out some things. You would come down that hallway that had all the like jail cells on it. On the opposite side hallway that you didn't come down, in some of the there's more jail cells, and they find the corpses of the other deaconesses that were missing.
Okay.
Very sadly.
Cool.
They look like they were like stung with poison stingers, and were they look not. Yeah, they're very much dead, unfortunately.
Yeah. Poking around, does it look like there's any place that would be more of like a private quarters that Ren held, or like a study or something?
That was the other. So it appears that when you go that way, the opposite direction, it doesn't go into there's like a little desk at the end of that hallway, and you actually find a little bit. You found like more of the like ground belladonna poison and like some satchels and supplies. Not like it appears. So all the deaconesses and the high priestess, they all have like rooms down, like that staircase that the high priestess didn't want you to go down. There's literal rooms down there where they all the people that work for the church live at the church, basically. And so it doesn't appear she was like living down here. But you do find like all the nefarious things that she could have had going on. It seems like they were all situated down here too.
High priestess, is there any sort of do all the deaconesses have private quarters?
They all some of them have private quarters, others share a room. Rin had a private quarters here, though.
Yeah, it might be worth checking that out as well, see if she was hiding anything in there.
Yeah, I will we'll go investigate that after this.
But yeah, you all go back down through there. After that, is there anything else y'all want to do before you head back to the inn?
No. It was just basically me. I wanted to accompany them, one, to show them, but also just to make sure there wasn't going to be any weird things happening with Rin, or like them trying to cover up anything.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, it looks like everything is very. Yeah, it looks like a normal investigation. They're getting a picture of everything. They're, and you're welcome to make perception checks again if you'd want to.
I'm keeping a strong eye on Geritana.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please make a perception check if you'd like. Cool.
What's that get me?
What's
that get me?
She looks like somebody who is shocked and saddened at what she's seeing. It's, there's a bunch of young women that have been murdered in this city, and it's a lot. But she
What is this? A David Lynch movie?
No, this is Bordura. Welcome.
No.
But
Is that the theme song? That's
yeah.
close, right?
That's how I remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't see anything. You don't see anything in the Vox that stands out as her being. It doesn't look like she's trying to hide evidence or cover anything up. She looks like she's never been here as well.
Right.
Do y'all head back to the Maison de Rêve for the first time?
I guess so.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Cool.
Tired.
You head back to the Maison de Rêve, and
Guys, complimentary elven wine with every room. This place is awesome.
Is it per person, you think, or is it just for the room?
Saren kind of looks down at a mostly empty bottle. He's like, I hope so.
You walk in, and there's a like a little front desk with a bell to check in, and you see a name tag that says Mr. Narathriel Verilas
Awesome.
in front of it. And you walk in.
Is he there?
No one there right now. There's a bell to ring though.
Ring.
An older elven man who looks like kind of snobbish, and he's got like long silver hair, and like when I say older elven man, like he looks old. Like he does not look like a young elf. He looks like
Ring.
Yes, what is it?
Sorry, I just like the really nice tone on that bell.
Are you checking in?
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I think we might already have a room. I don't know if we have separate rooms, but Geritana set aside some rooms for us.
Ah, yes. My granddaughter did come and visit me and told me that you would be. Are you, Arthur Page Llewellyn?
Well, indeed I am. The name is Arthur Page Llewellyn, and yours is...
Narathriel Verilas.
Of course, Narathriel Verilas. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Well, here are keys to all of your rooms. I assume you're all the rest of the party. Feel free to take your drunk companion back to the room as well.
Well, question for you.
Yes.
Are you not supposed to drink the free wine?
I think we're supposed to drink the free wine. I was just asking, we all get our own bottle of free wine, correct?
If there's free wine, it is not anything that the hotel has left for you. However, if you found free wine, that's great. Enjoy.
Where did this wine come from,
Young man, where did you find that bottle of wine?
It was, I don't know, you told me to wait over here while you got the keys ready, and it was just on the table, so I kind of assumed.
Oh, you must have drank a bottle of wine that was... I don't think you were supposed to drink that, son.
I don't know. It was on the table. Tastes fine to me.
All right. Well, I will talk to my granddaughter about that and see if she wants to take care of it for you. Mr. Arthur Page Llewellyn, I also have a note for you.
Oh, all right.
And he hands you a note that is from Finster, and it's like just like a thank you note, and saying like thank you to the four of you, and inviting you to come have an early breakfast at all of you to come to Sambu in the morning for an early breakfast as well.
Well, boys, looks like we're having a good breakfast tomorrow.
I'll be ready.
Send us on our way then. Unless we want to stay in Demerara longer, but...
I mean, if the wine's not free, it's less appealing.
Is there a bar? Like a hotel bar here?
There's a bar right there. Did you steal the wine from the bar, young man?
I'm telling you, it was just open on this table. I thought it was for me.
Yeah, we get complimentary wine with our room.
This seems like a nice place. Forgive me for assuming that you provided the proper accoutrement.
I'm also the bartender, and I don't remember leaving that bottle of wine on the table.
Well, maybe if you had done better pre-bussing.
I've been alive longer than you could ever imagine. I will not be talked to that way at my granddaughter's hotel.
Can you make daiquiris?
Saren sort of like waves the wine glass at him.
I've been alive for over 800 years. I can make a absolutely delicious daiquiri.
Incredible. Well, I'd love to try 5.
Great. One moment. He leans down behind the desk and he puts on a little apron. And he walks over to the bar and he starts making y'all drinks. You all hang out. Anything else y'all want to roleplay through that night?
How good are this man's daiquiris? Like, gotta know.
They're not nearly as good as the ones you had. It does not seem like that Mr. Narathriel Verilas did the training program at Rum. These are like...
not measured.
Yeah, they're like... Yeah, they're like... they're like
with muddled fruit.
He's like serving them down on ice, and they're not... Yeah, it's like too much rum, and like he's not putting... He's... like muddling like a Demerara cube into it, but then he's like he's putting in like an ounce and a half of lime juice. It's just like it's all too big. Like the ratios don't make any sense. This is a recipe. This is a recipe that dates back to ages ago. I learned how to make this when I lived in Bastion centuries ago.
Okay.
I think Oz takes one sip and then just. Yes, thank you. Sets it back down.
Yeah, maybe elves should stick to wine.
Of course. Again, I will talk to my daughter about taking care of the tab, but when you check out in the morning, you may need to pay the tab.
I mean, how much is the wine?
A bottle of wine?
It was free,
A
right?
bottle of wine.
Complimentary.
If it wasn't complimentary.
You've all gotten me rather confused, and I really don't know what's happening anymore.
Well, yeah, because this is all paid for by Geratana. She told you that.
She didn't.
No, again, I just assumed that a place this nice.
She told
would
you to.
have-
She told you to tell me that.
No, she told you that last night. Remember? We were all there.
Yesterday.
Yeah, he was telling the truth, man.
Oh, the days pass so slowly.
Don't they? The longer you live, the
Oh,
more the days go on and such.
They start blending together.
oh,
They start becoming the same day.
yes. Well, yes. You are drinking for free. I'm remembering.
Yeah. And if there's one thing that I know for sure, this is the best damn daiquiri I've ever had.
Well, you are looking at one of the original creators of the craft, so
I knew
Wow,
we were
well,
in a special place.
Looks
Arthur.
like I need 3 more for the road then.
coming right up.
Thanks.
You all drink a little bit more.
Oz does not.
I think
Oz
Saren's,
does
Oz took
not.
one sip and was
Saren's
like,
done, I think, after that, too.
You all
It's
hang
just
out a little
like-
bit. Arthur drinks these really overproofed, watered down daiquiri. It makes no
Overproofed, watered
sense. Like
down.
it's not a daiquiri what you're drinking, but it does have rum and lime juice, and it's there's alcohol for sure. You all hang out and you go up to your rooms for the night, and everyone can first mark a long rest.
Nice.
Next, we will all level up
Thank
to level 3, and I think that this will be a great place to pick up next time. So that will be the end of our session as well. Thank you all
baby.
thank you all for listening. Sorry that I'm gonna have to get better at combat design next time. My bad person that's the leader of the pack won't go down in the first
No, I
round.
think it's fine. Yeah, I
when
think
the
it's fine.
paladin crits, there's just not a lot.
I
Not
hate
a lot you
paladin
do.
crits. They're so terrible.
Every villain
Hey.
gets death ward from here on out.
Forever.
They not like us. They
Yeah.
not like us.
It's true. Awesome.
make
Well,
them
we're
like
gonna
us.
wrap up here. We are launching after this episode for the first time ever. Bardic Conversation, which is
We decided we weren't
Oh,
talking
yeah.
enough during this
What?
game.
Yeah.
So.
So if
B, what is
you-
that?
It is our not an after show. It is us talking more about the game we just played. There'll be we don't even know how long they're going to be yet. Tune in and see. Yeah, it'll be probably over on our Patreon. And yeah, it'll just be us talking more about things that happened on the show, maybe things that are happening in our personal lives. Who knows what we'll get into? But
B, that sounds so interesting. I would never want to miss an episode.
hey, man.
Bardic Conversation.
Well, hey, Fuse, you don't have to. Thanks again to everybody for tuning in, though. And yeah, unless anyone has anything else to say, we'll subscribe to us on all the shit we talk about every
All the
week,
stuff.
all the socials and all the stuff. And if we're not posting, then I don't know. You'll still subscribe, but you don't have to. It's fine. But we probably will post.
No, we will be.
Yeah.
If we're not
Follow
posting,
us.
text me at my personal number. It is 214.
All right, we're done. Bye.
Bye.
See you
Love
next week.
y'all.
Bye.
Bye, All-Stars.